first dish, we're going to be needing a little bit of ready-made pie crust. I love this brand. I use it all the time. I'll definitely link it down below. And go ahead and preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Now, before we're going to add our pie filling, I'd like to pre-bake my pies. You absolutely don't have to do this, but I always find that if I pre-bake them, it makes the pie extra crunchy. So to get started, we are going to form our pie. Just use any old pie dish. I'm using mine from the fall. It really doesn't matter. So go ahead and lay your pie in there, and then go ahead and use your fingers to create any type of detailing you'd like. Once we're done with that, we're going to throw this in the oven for about 5 minutes at 350 degrees. I always add a little bit of sugar to the bottom of mine, or today I'm using beans. It makes sure that the pie at the bottom doesn't bubble up and keeps it nice and strong.
It happen before we know it. I'll be on my way home. Yeah, we're chilling, I just, you and I, every crazy summer night. Baby, I am coming home. I'm coming home. Longing for you, pick up the phone.
I'd love to know in the comments down below if you are new to my channel and do end up subscribing today. Tell me where you're from. Tell me what your favorite thing to do is at your home. Do you love cooking, cleaning, decorating? What do you love most? I would love to know more about you. You can definitely find out more about me and a couple other of my videos, and I'll definitely keep you guys posted on new things going on towards the end of this video.
I'm coming home.
Yesterday I lost the battle, trying at all costs, oh, to keep you, baby. Oh, to keep you, baby.
So while our pie crust is pre-baking, I want to start making our toppings. It's really simple to do. I will tell you, I couldn't find my favorite star press. I will link the one I love down below. My kids were using it for Play-Doh, and I think we possibly may have thrown it out after that catastrophe. But I'm just going to be using a very simple cookie cutout. I think this still turns out pretty cute, but ideally I like to use the tiny little stars for the top of our pie. So now that I'm going to be taking this out of the oven, I'm actually going to let it cool for about 10 minutes before we add our filling. Now, I will say you can absolutely make your own filling for this pie, but in the past I have not been able to keep it nice and thick because I'm going to be using a canned pie filling. It comes with a gelatinous kind of filling with it, which makes it really easy to manipulate as we put it into our pie. So the key to actually making this pie look like a flag is you want to create a little bit of a dam where you hold the cherry filling away from what will be the blueberry. Once you add the cherry in, try to create nice, thick, and defined lines where the actual foil is, because when we put the blueberry down, we're actually going to pull that out. So if you watch this part, you can really see the detail of how I actually separate the two of them.
And now I wonder, why won't you come back? Love me, hold me, need me, like the way you used to do, when it was just me and you. Don't go, I need you, I'll never mislead you. Give this love another chance. Take my hand and let me have this dance.
So now that our cherry filling is in there, I like to push it out a little further than the blueberry will go and flatten the foil so that it's straight up and down and not underneath the blueberry. Otherwise, it's going to drag the blueberry into your red filling, and you want it to be a clean break so that they don't kind of marry each other. So once you feel like you've got it, definitely start to pull out the foil and then use your spatula to kind of separate the two so that the red doesn't get into the blue. I know that seems silly, but it will leave streaks in the pie, which kind of makes it look silly. Anyway, once you have that done, start to fill in all the different angles with the blueberry. You'll see right now it's kind of got some gaps, so I like to use my spatula to fill them in and really define the lines between.
Won't you come back, love me, hold me, need me, like the way you used to do, when it was just me and you. Don't go, I need you, I'll never mislead you. Give this love another chance, take my hand.
So now that our filling is done, we need to create the flag effect with our dough. I like to create one defined line and then use that as the breaking point between the blue and the red and just add stripes that way. It keeps things nice and simple. And then I'm going to be adding stars. Once again, I don't recommend these large stars, even though it ends up looking super cute. I really like the smaller ones. I'll add a picture of the pie with the tiny stars here soon so you guys can see what that looked like. Or actually, I probably have it on my Instagram if you go check it out there. But I'm going to go ahead and add all of these, add my stars, and then use a little basic egg wash, which is basically one egg and then a little bit of water. And I'm going to cover all the dough with that. That's going to give it a nice glossy effect and help it cook perfectly. Once we're done, I'm going to add this to the oven at 350 for about 15 to 20 minutes, or at least until the pie starts to get brown. Once it gets brown, we're going to add a little bit of foil around the edges so it doesn't burn and cook it for an additional 15 minutes. My best advice for this part is to pre-cut your foil, because once the pie is in the oven, it's going to be super hot. And you'll see in a little bit, I pull this out to add the foil and I slide it right on. I don't burn myself and it just makes it super easy. I don't recommend trying to fit this while it's still cooking.
I dreamt of a life in a small town that wasn't enough for you somehow. I just wish I had a little more time with you, baby. Weeks and months and years they passed, and I knew it wouldn't last. When tears streamed down my face, my mama said, all the nights that end in heartbreak gonna pay off someday. And the pain that you're feeling gradually fades away. 'Cause I'm growing up, falling in love, giving your all might not be enough. Just trust your head and your heart, that's what my mama said. I wish I could freeze this moment, just never let it end. Walking through the snow when you're taking my hand.
So now our pie is completely done. We're going to take it out. If you want to be super traditional, let it cool by the window so all of your neighbors can smell this delicious pie. But I'm going to let this cool and we're going to get started on our next dish, which is our trifle cake.